What if I told you that there's a single factor that determines whether you'll spend your golden years feeling vibrant and connected, or isolated and forgotten? And what if this factor has nothing to do with your bank account, your health insurance, or even your genetics? Here's something that might shock you. Doctors have discovered that 90% of seniors are missing one crucial element that could add up to 7 years to their life expectancy. But here's the twist that will surprise you most. This isn't about taking more vitamins or moving to Florida. In fact, some of the happiest 85-year-olds I know are living on Social Security alone, while wealthy retirees in luxury communities are struggling with depression and declining health. So what's the difference? Today, I'm going to share a secret that researchers are calling the most powerful predictor of successful aging. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why some seniors thrive, while others merely survive. And more importantly, how you can join the lucky few who age with grace, purpose, and joy. If this resonates with you, please hit that like button and subscribe. It truly helps me make more content that matters to people like you. Let me start with Dorothy's story. At 79, Dorothy was spending her days watching game shows and complaining about her aches and pains. Her adult children visited out of obligation. Her conversations rarely went beyond the weather. And her doctor was concerned about her increasing forgetfulness. Then, something unexpected happened. Dorothy discovered something that completely transformed her life. Within 6 months, she was sleeping better, her memory had sharpened, and she was actually looking forward to getting up each morning. Her doctor was amazed by the improvement in her blood work. What changed? It wasn't a new medication or a miracle supplement. It was something so simple that when I tell you what it is, you might initially think it's too good to be true. According to research from Harvard Medical School that followed thousands of seniors for over 2 decades, this one factor is more predictive of longevity and happiness than wealth, genetics, or even physical health at age 65. The study found that seniors who understood this secret lived longer, stayed sharper, and reported significantly higher life satisfaction. But here's what's troubling. Most seniors accidentally do the exact opposite of what this research recommends. They unknowingly make choices that increase their risk of depression, cognitive decline, and social isolation. Now you might be thinking this is about staying physically active or eating right. Those things matter, but they're not the secret I'm talking about. You might also think it's about having a loving family or maintaining old friendships. Again, important, but not quite right. The secret is something that touches every aspect of your life, yet most people never consciously think about it. It's hiding in plain sight, and once you understand it, you'll see why some seniors radiate energy and purpose, while others seem to fade away. Let me share what happened to Robert, a 72-year-old retired accountant. After retirement, Robert felt useless. He'd worked his whole life, raised his kids, and suddenly felt like he had nothing meaningful to contribute. He spent his days reading newspapers and feeling increasingly grumpy about the state of the world. Then Robert's daughter suggested he try something that seemed completely unrelated to his problems. At first, he resisted. "I'm too old for that," he said. But eventually, he gave it a chance. Within 3 months, Robert's entire demeanor had changed. His wife said it was like getting her husband back. His grandchildren started calling him more often. Even his golf buddies noticed he seemed more energetic and engaged. What did Robert discover? Stay with me, because the answer will surprise you, and it's something you can start implementing today, regardless of your current situation. According to research published in the Journal of Gerontology, scientists studied 15,000 seniors over 20 years to understand what separated those who thrived from those who struggled. They expected to find differences in health, wealth, or family support. Instead, they discovered something unexpected. The seniors who aged most successfully had one thing in common. They maintained what researchers call social purpose integration. Now, before you think this is just a fancy term for having friends, let me explain why this discovery is revolutionary. Doctors have found that social purpose integration activates 3 specific brain pathways that are crucial for healthy aging. First, it triggers the release of dopamine and serotonin, the same brain chemicals that antidepressants try to boost artificially. Second, it stimulates the production of BDNF, a protein that helps create new brain cells and protects existing ones. Third, it reduces inflammation markers in the blood by up to 30%. But here's the part that will really interest you. Social purpose integration isn't about the quantity of your social connections. It's about the quality and type of connections you maintain. The research identified 3 specific types of connections that create this powerful effect. Miss any one of these, and you're likely to struggle. Master all 3, and you join the small percentage of seniors who truly thrive. Connection 1 is contributing beyond yourself. This is about finding ways to make a difference. But it doesn't mean you need to save the world. Martha, an 81-year-old former secretary, volunteers 2 hours a week reading to children at her local library. She says those 2 hours give meaning to her entire week. According to research from Stanford University, seniors who contribute regularly to their communities have 40% lower rates of cognitive decline. The key word here is regularly. It's not about grand gestures, but consistent, meaningful contribution. Connection 2 is learning with others. This isn't about taking classes alone or reading books by yourself. Doctors have found that seniors who learn new things in social settings show remarkable improvements in memory and cognitive function. Take Henry, a 76-year-old retired mechanic who joined a computer class at his senior center. Not only did he learn to video chat with his grandchildren, but he formed friendships with his classmates. They now meet weekly for coffee and continue learning together. Research from UCLA shows that seniors who belong to learning groups have brain scans that look remarkably similar to people 20 years younger. The social aspect of learning appears to be crucial for this benefit. Connection 3 is cross-generational bonds. This might be the most surprising finding. Seniors who maintain regular, meaningful contact with people at least 20 years younger show dramatic improvements in mental sharpness and emotional well-being. This doesn't necessarily mean spending time with grandchildren, though that counts. It could mean mentoring a younger person, teaching a skill, or simply befriending someone from a different generation. Eleanor, an 84-year-old widow, started helping teenagers with their college applications at her community center. She says interacting with young people keeps her mind sharp and gives her hope for the future. The teenagers, in turn, benefit from her wisdom and life experience. Stay tuned, because I'm about to show you exactly how to implement this in your own life, even if you're dealing with health challenges or feel too shy to start. Now, let me show you how to put this into practice. I'm going to give you a simple 4-week plan that can transform your aging experience. Week 1 is to take inventory. Ask yourself these questions. When did you last contribute to something beyond your own needs? Are you learning anything new with other people? Do you have regular conversations with people from different generations? Be honest about your answers. Most seniors are surprised to discover they're missing one or more of these connections. Week 2 is to explore opportunities. Look for volunteer opportunities that match your interests and abilities. Libraries need reading volunteers. Hospitals need friendly visitors. Schools need mentors. The key is finding something that feels meaningful to you. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, even 2 hours of volunteer work per week can significantly improve both physical and mental health outcomes. Week 3 is to find your learning community. Join a group where you can learn alongside others. This could be a book club, a computer class, a gardening group, or even an online community. The magic happens when learning becomes social. Doctors have found that seniors in learning groups show 25% better memory retention compared to those who learn alone. Week 4 is to bridge the generations. Find ways to connect with younger people. Offer to help a neighbor, join a mixed-age hobby group, or volunteer with youth organizations. These connections often turn out to be the most rewarding. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds great, but I'm too shy, or I don't have transportation, or I'm dealing with health issues. Let me address these concerns with real solutions. For those who are shy or introverted, I recommend starting small. Start small. Many libraries have quiet volunteer opportunities where you can gradually build comfort. Online communities can also provide meaningful connections from home. For those dealing with transportation issues, know that many organizations provide transportation for volunteers. Many organizations provide transportation for volunteers. Also, consider virtual opportunities, online tutoring, digital book clubs, or social media groups focused on your interests. For those facing health challenges, many meaningful connections can happen from home. Many meaningful connections can happen from home. Phone buddy programs, online mentoring, or even writing letters can provide the social purpose integration you need. Remember, doctors have found that even limited social purpose integration provides significant health benefits. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making meaningful connections where you can. Let me tell you about the results you can expect. Based on research and thousands of seniors who've implemented these strategies, here's what typically happens. Within 2 weeks, improved mood, better sleep, increased energy. Within 1 month, new friendships forming, greater confidence, more excitement about daily life. Within 3 months, noticeable improvements in memory and cognitive function. Within 6 months, significant improvement in overall life satisfaction. But here's what surprised researchers most: the physical health improvements. Seniors with strong social purpose integration had 50% stronger immune responses and lower inflammation markers. They were getting sick less often and recovering more quickly when they did. I'm about to share the most important insight about why this works so well, and it's not what you might expect. Here's the profound truth that emerged from decades of research. Humans are wired for purpose and connection. When we lose these elements, our bodies and minds begin to shut down, not because we're getting older, but because we're not fulfilling our fundamental human needs. The seniors who thrive aren't necessarily the healthiest or wealthiest when they start. They're the ones who understand that staying connected to purpose, people, and growth is essential for vibrant aging. This isn't about fighting aging or pretending to be younger. It's about embracing the unique opportunity that comes with experience and wisdom, the chance to make a meaningful difference while enriching your own life. Consider Sarah, a 77-year-old former nurse who started teaching first aid classes at her community center. She's not trying to relive her career. She's using her experience to contribute while forming new connections and continuing to learn. She says she feels more energized now than she did in her 60s. Your golden years can truly be golden. The research is clear, the examples are inspiring, and the path forward is available to you right now. The secret to aging gracefully isn't about having perfect health or unlimited resources. It's about understanding that staying meaningfully connected to purpose, to people, and to growth is the ultimate fountain of youth. Whether you're 65 or 95, whether you're dealing with health challenges or feeling isolated, there are ways to create the connections that will transform your aging experience. The choice is yours. Will you join the 90% who struggle through their later years? Or will you become part of the 10% who thrive by staying meaningfully connected? I believe you have so much to offer the world, and the world has so much to offer you. Your story isn't over. In many ways, it's just beginning. If this video speaks to you or someone you care about, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and leaving a comment. It helps so much and allows me to create more content for people who want to live their best life at any age. I'd love to hear about your journey. Leave a comment sharing what connection opportunity interests you most, or if you're already implementing these strategies, what results have you seen? Your story could inspire another person to take that first step toward a more fulfilling life. Thank you for watching, and remember, you're never too old to start living the life you've always wanted. Here's to your amazing journey ahead.